What's up, fam? GN. Coming live and streaming proud. So I've been getting a ton of DMs about my NFT collection and how I'm getting my files set up. It's a little overwhelming. I was like, you know what? Let's just do it as a workshop, which I started to do on TikTok. And the people were loving it. They were like, "Oh, it's so cool to see you get your work done." And I'm like, "Yeah, you know, all is just more educational than anything." So here's my CSV file, which I have all of my painting titles on here for the collection. So each handmade is its own story and its own title, and they're all custom, so no two NFTs will be the same. It's really pretty. And they've all been optimized as well. So I've changed like a little bit of color, or I put new paint on them. You can see that this, I'm trying to see if I can zoom in a little bit, but it doesn't let you. So you can even see that some of this has wet paint still on it. And so I've been going through each of these pieces, and I've been creating the metadata that goes on the blockchain with the artwork. So when you're minting your art piece, you're basically authenticating it to make it original, a one of one. And so I've been leaving little markers when I kind of get through. So if I look at my first column, this is the title. So it's going to be like one with whatever that title is of that art piece, and then each description goes with the title. So I wrote each of these out. It's been a very meticulous process, basically even down to the what's called rarities. So if you look up on a collection, let me actually just pull one up. Let me pull a collection up real quick. This is my 555, which was my last collection that I launched on Magic Eden. So if I'm opening any of these paintings, let me see if this shows up on my stream here. So 555 is what I typed in here. So there we go. The first one. And here's what the artwork looks like online on a marketplace. So if you haven't gone through and launched a collection yet, that's okay. I'm not an expert. This is my third collection, and I'm still learning a lot. And there's always room to do more. So if I were to look at A Heart That Never Sleeps, the number's 368. I can go down here and I can see what my attributes are. And it'll say drips, brush strokes, and saturated. So saturated is actually a effect that I did in Canva. So I made it saturated. I could make it textured. I could write glitter on it. And it just gives it some fun to it. Let me see if I can open this. Beautiful. It's very beautiful. So let's go back to our slide here where it has the artwork, and we need to have our CSV also present. So if I'm switching back and forth and I'm looking at this again, I mean, this is just, it's a lot of energy. So when people, you know, kind of poke and be like, "Oh, you're making another collection," it's like, yes, and it's a very tedious process. So it's not like I'm just whipping it out and popping it out. I mean, it'd be really cool if I could get an AI model to do this for me, but the reality is I don't know how to do that. So let's kind of skip on over to, what number was it? 72. You know what's the funny story? Is I had to take my PDF and go based off of, bummer. It's, it's not going to open because you have to have a certain file size limit with StreamYard. There's always a process to everything. And if I download all 222 paintings as a PDF, then it tells me that I'm over the size limit of screening it, which is to me a little ridiculous. Why pay all these programs, Canva, Photoshop, StreamYard, I feel like I'm shilling out hundreds of dollars a month on tools, and they're not really doing anything. So let's see if we got some luck here. Doesn't seem like it. So since that's the case, we'll go back over here and we'll do plan B, because there's always a plan B. And I found that we could go from 51 to, I think I did 100. Yeah, it's saying it's too big. That's okay. Optimizing it. I was gonna see if I can compress it, but I need like a little terminal robot or something where I can be like, do this task for me. Please do this task for me. And they're like, wait, what? So if we stopped at, there's a million screens going on over here. So pretty. This is pretty. I don't really sleep that much. I'm like kind of injured today. I dropped a painting on my shoulder. That's fun. I got a little bruise. I got scruffed up today. Let's see if I can show you a picture of it. Where's my camera? Got a little right there. Ouch. Ouch, I got my battle wounds. I need some downtime, but we've got launch, so, and the JSON files aren't ready. So in reality, actually, so we got to put the colors of that last one in, which was 76, and we had, what was it, blue, which is the best name ever. We'll hide this column. Thanks. Your class is in session. I think there was a easier way to do this. Like, blue, white, gray, and black. Black, white, gray, blue. And this one's kind of a funky column because as much as I want an AI agent to do this for me, I think it is more of an artist manual process. And I have a hard time being like, here, let this person, do this thing for me. So I'm going to call this one Rainbow because I have like a rule. If there's 5 colors or more, then I call it rainbow. Because it's just, yeah, it doesn't make sense to me to go through all that. Color palette on point. What do we have here? White, purple, blue, teal, magenta, turquoise. Turquoise is always one I have to Google. I have this rule for 5 or more, but I kind of make it up because I'm like, yeah, it's kind of fun. We'll leave it in that one. But on others, I'd be like rainbow. Like this one over here, I'm gonna be like rainbow. But there's a sponge. That circle is actually a sponge. So then when it shows up on the marketplace, that word sponge and like even gems and glitter, those are all buzzwords for rarities. This is made with some resin. So the colors were kind of mixed with this solution to give it this raised look. Thought that was really fun. So we'll do rainbow with this one and drips and gems because it's primarily what it's made out of. So rainbow and drips and gems. This is a new piece. This one has not been shown before. I mean, a lot of these are extremely new, but this to me is like new, meaning I painted this in Miami during a residency and it didn't get shown, so this is the first time it's being shown. I'm so proud of it. And then a lot of these I just painted on the spot or I touched up. This one, I had painted it that orange color during Miami Art Basel, and then I didn't paint it any other time. But after the first week of the new year, I took it out onto the terrace where I live, and I started adding some more colors to it. And then it's been really cold here for some reason, so I've been painting in the house, and I knocked out this huge painting. It looks awesome. Looks awesome. So we'll do a rainbow. This one has that like sponge. I just make up names and tools. That's all right. Artists can do what they please. So what do we have here? We have white, yellow, blue, gray, and black. Drips and brush strokes. So you're probably like, what's the difference between a drip and a brush stroke? So the drips would be like the squiggly lines, like the white lines. And the brush strokes would be more of this like pattern. Just It's fun. Well, I think it's fun. Other people might have a difference on what they think fun is compared to me. But I like doing work. I find creating is actually a lot of fun. I'm sleepy, but I know I need to get more of this done. But I guess we'll have to shut it down soon because the thing is you're only as strong as the preparation that you do for yourself. So I've been on stream all day. Now that I'm a TikTok person, just been on it, on it, on it. I think I'm gonna hit the hay here soon. Excuse me. That is a sign to shut it down. All right, so I'll mark this one here. And I'm going to call it a night. Because I think I'm catching a cold. All right, we did our best today with the CSV file. And a lot of folks were hanging out on TikTok today. And I know they came over here. So we'll see. Going in between the platforms to see what works. But I'm going to call it a night. Crash out. Ciao, bye.